Hi guys, my name is Nonima Tigela. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we are talking about Gininda. Brigadier Gininda misled the court. He lied. I'm not in court. He lied in court. He lied in court when he was giving his evidence. I don't know whether it was during chief evidence in chief or during cross-examination, but somewhere there. But he repeatedly lied. So this is what happened. Okay, before we get into that, guys, please make sure you do not forget to like, to share, to comment. And most importantly, please make sure that you are subscribed on the channel. Please make sure you are watching the videos up until the end and you are watching the ads that are coming through. When you are doing that, you will be supporting this channel financially and in numbers. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Now let's talk about this. Zungu Senior came to court yesterday, the 12th of November, 2025. And he lied in that, he said something in that courtroom. I'm sorry, he did not lie, Mdomdala. He said something in that courtroom that caught my attention. I don't know about you, but as he was telling his story, he told us that at some point, something that sounds like a kidnapping of some sort happened because he was taken from his house and then was left somewhere somewhere in the bushes, in the forest, to when they were taking the so-called statement from him, they were telling him what to say. They told him what they want to do, and they made him feel uncomfortable. They did not beat him, but they did make him feel very uncomfortable and scared for his life. He got very scared of his life, and at some point, he felt like these people are going to unalive me. What is this? Because before anything else, the first thing that you notice when they took him from his place, they took him from his house and said, "We are going to town." Then, as they were traveling in this car, his son was there and two others were there, and there is someone else that they pick up along the road as they were traveling to town. And as they were traveling, he saw that actually this road is neither going to town or no Gauteng, but it's, and then he started asking questions and they were like, "We don't owe you any explanations. You are going with us to wherever we are going." And they took him to a certain house in the bushes, in the forest. Okay. And then when he was there, he felt like, I'm scared for my life because what is this now? What's happening? And they asked him, "Why, when are you changing your mind when you agreed to do something?" We will talk about that in another video. When you agreed to do something for us, now you are changing your mind. You no longer want to do it. So this is what's going to happen. They gave him the script of what needs to happen, and he had to fall through with that. He had to fall through with that because he was fearing for his life. He was fearing for his life. The way they treated him, how they spoke to him, made him fear for his life, that it looks like they are going to unalive him. And when they did not go to town as they said they were going, and when they went into the bushes, and the next thing they told his son to leave the house where they were in the bushes, and it was just him and them. And then they told him the script and blah 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 blah. Ed. Now, why am I saying that? He told us something that caught my attention in that courtroom is because Haibo Gininda, the liar, because clearly he's a liar right now. I will apologize when the time comes and say, "Well, Gininda was right. This old man lied, blah, blah, blah." Because it looks like the old man and the accused are singing the same song of torture. And this man was not physically tortured, but psychologically tortured. Fear was instilled in him by Gininda and his mates. And so he got scared for his life. Now, Gininda, when he was in the courtroom, repeatedly, guys, he said Mr. Zungu Senior did not come to court to give his evidence because he feared for his life. He alluded to something like the so-called accused. The so-called accused were feared people. So this man said, me, I won't go to that court to give evidence because I was scared for my life. But Baloyi said, this is why I am feeling like lies, 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 lies. Gininda, lies, 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 lies. Because Baloyi said they did not call Mr. Zungu Senior because they could see. And this came because defense was asking questions, uncomfortable questions. And then this came out of Baloyi that, no, my lord, we did not call Mr. Zungu because we could see that his evidence, his statement is full of hearsay. Hearsay, hearsay, hearsay. That's what Baloyi said. But Gininda did not care about what Baloyi said. He went on to tell the courtroom that actually Babu Zungu is not here or was never here because he feared for his life. He was scared to come in the witness box to witness and tell us his side of the story of what he heard. Boom, 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 boom. Now we are here. Babu Zungu is here, fearing for life where? Fearing for life how? When he comes here and speaks and says, I don't know number 3, number 4, number 5. That got me curious. I want to know, is Godiza Magama ka number 3, ka number 4, ka number 5? I'm so curious about that now. Aren't you? I'm very curious about that now. And I'm also curious about isigodi, igama lesigodi sikantanzi yini. I think, who is from Osuthu? I want to know who's from Osuthu. Is it Ndanzi, Mapisa, and I choose number 5. I'm just curious. And also, Ubabu Zungu may know I choose number 1 and 2 because number 1, neighbor, number 2, cousin's child. So if number 4 and number 5 are from KwaNongoma, then that means he might not know them if the sigodi is big. Number 1. If number 2, they did not grow in front of him, he was working somewhere in the mines in Ermelo. So he is a man that works in Ermelo, comes perhaps in December, Easter weekend, and he won't know so much about children. He will know Usbanban has children, but not know who they are. Just the same way he didn't know Muzi's name, but he had to think about it, who he is. But he does know him because neighbor, he knows he's from that household. Do you understand what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm still curious. But bottom line, let's go back to what we were talking about. I digress there. I digress, yes, because a lot is happening in my head. But let's come back. No. Guys, so Gininda lied in the court and said Babu Zungu fears for his life, yet Babu Zungu is in the court now. He said Babu Zungu fears for his life. Baba Zungu is in the courtroom now, talking about his lies, exposing the bloody hell out of Gininda. Babu Zungu is in court, exposing the hell out of Gininda. Imagine that. Imagine that. Exposing the hell out of Gininda, Sanalam. Brace us. Oh, brace us, brace us. Simply. So it is what it is, Kesan. That's that. Yeah. What are your thoughts when it comes to this? What do you think about Gininda? When you hear the name Gininda, what comes to mind? Because what the hell is this? Anyway, stick around the Noni M podcast and hear all the drama of the courtroom of Judge Rata. And he is silent. We'll do a video also about that. He is here. He ain't talking. He's here. Ugai. He is visible, though. But time will tell. Does he believe Zungu? I don't know. But we'll talk about that in another separate video. Thank you so much. I want to see you on the comment section. Please drop your thoughts there. Tell me what you think. What do you think about this entire situation? Zungu inside the courtroom, the same Zungu we were told he feared for his life, the same Zungu we were told he said KSA is bloody distancing himself. Woo, hey, he is distancing himself from the entire situation. I want to hear your views. What are your thoughts when it comes to this? Thank you so much. Bye-bye.